He went to meet one of the world's most remote tribes in the Indian Ocean, seeking adventure and apparently also to preach Christianity. But it's a journey that ended in tragedy for the 27-year-old American John Allen Chow.
Across the globe, mysterious tribes captivate our imagination with their unique customs, beliefs, and ways of life. From the dense rainforests of the Amazon to the remote islands of the Indian Ocean, these enigmatic communities have managed to preserve their traditions in the face of an ever-changing world. Number 1. Sentinelese, the world's most secluded tribe. Inhabiting the tiny North Sentinel Island within the Andaman Islands of India, the Sentinelese are renowned as the globe's most isolated tribe. The death of an American missionary on North Sentinel Island in November 2018 put the remote island in the Bay of Bengal, officially off-limits to most outsiders for decades, back in the news and raised questions about the future of the Sentinelese, the island's hunter-gatherer residents who have resisted outside contact for most of their known history. In the later 20th century, the Indian government, which administers the Andaman and Nicobar Islands archipelago to which North Sentinel belongs, attempted to make contact with the Sentinelese, attempts that usually ended with a volley of projectiles fired by the island's residents from the shoreline. In one event in the 1970s, the director of a National Geographic documentary about the Andamans was wounded by a spear while filming. While most attempts were unsuccessful, 2 encounters in the early 1990s were notable for the fact the Sentinelese accepted coconuts from a team that included anthropologists from the Anthropological Survey of India.
The Sentinelese were first contacted by the government in 1991. The contact party under the administration is always accompanied by security. The arrow-shooting Sentinelese are a constant fear.
They have steadfastly resisted interaction with the outside world for centuries, vigorously repelling any approach to their island. To safeguard both the tribe and potential visitors, the Indian government has officially prohibited access to the island. Owing to their seclusion, little is known about the Sentinelese. Believed to be direct descendants of humanity's earliest Africans, they have inhabited the island for over 60,000 years. Their language remains a unique enigma to outsiders, and their population is estimated to range between 50 and 200 individuals. As hunter-gatherers, the Sentinelese rely on the island's abundant resources for sustenance, employing traditional methods such as fishing, hunting, and gathering wild plants using rudimentary tools crafted from natural materials. Their shelters, fashioned from leaves and branches, offer protection from the elements. The tragic death of American missionary John Allen Chow, who illegally ventured onto the island in 2018, drew global attention to the Sentinelese, underscoring the imperative of respecting their desire for isolation and the potential hazards of attempting to make contact with them. Number 2. Korowai, the treehouse inhabitants of Papua. Nestled deep within the dense rainforests of Papua, Indonesia, resides the Korowai tribe, renowned for their remarkable treehouse constructions. These towering edifices, elevated high above the forest floor, can soar to heights of up to 150 feet and are accessed via precarious ladders crafted from branches and vines. The Korowai erect their tree houses for various purposes, including shielding themselves from rival tribes, evading mosquitoes and other pests, and maintaining a respectful distance from the spirits believed to dwell on the forest floor. Each treehouse serves as the dwelling for a single family, while larger communal structures accommodate gatherings and ceremonial events. Historically, the Korowai were reputed to engage in ritual cannibalism, purportedly consuming the flesh of deceased kin to release their spirits. However, recent research has cast doubt on these assertions, suggesting that such practices may have been misinterpreted or exaggerated by early explorers and anthropologists. Proficient hunter-gatherers, the Korowai employ bows and arrows to hunt pigs and other fauna of the forest. Additionally, they cultivate sago, a starch derived from the sago palm, which constitutes a fundamental component of their diet. Renowned for their intricate wood carvings, the tribe showcases their craftsmanship by fashioning exquisite objects from the abundant resources found within the surrounding rainforest. Number 3. Huaorani, formidable protectors of the Amazon. Nestled in the depths of the Ecuadorian Amazon, the Huaorani tribe has earned a reputation as steadfast guardians of their ancestral territories. The Huaorani, Waorani, or Waodani, also known as the Waos, are an indigenous people from the Amazonian region of Ecuador who have marked differences from other ethnic groups from Ecuador. Throughout the ages, they have coexisted harmoniously with the rainforest, depending on its plentiful resources for sustenance and spiritual nourishment. Proficient hunters, the Huaorani utilize blowguns armed with curare-tipped darts to hunt monkeys, birds, and other game, while also exhibiting expertise in gathering various fruits, nuts, and medicinal plants from the forest. Their profound understanding of the Amazon's intricate ecology has been transmitted across generations, ensuring their resilience in this demanding habitat. In recent years, the Huaorani have encountered formidable challenges to their traditional lifestyle, primarily stemming from the encroachment of oil exploration and logging within their territories. In response, they have demonstrated unwavering resistance, often resorting to forceful measures to safeguard their lands and resources. In a historic victory during the 1990s, the Huaorani triumphed in a legal battle against oil corporations, securing legal rights to their ancestral lands and establishing a precedent for indigenous rights in Ecuador. Despite these triumphs, the Huaorani persist in facing external pressures, prompting some to adapt to modern conveniences by relocating to settlements beyond the forest and pursuing alternative economic endeavors. Nevertheless, a substantial segment of the tribe remains steadfast in their commitment to preserving their heritage, maintaining their residence deep within the Amazon, and upholding their profound connection to the land. Number 4. Yanomami, distinctive social organization and environmental expertise. The Yanomami, among the largest relatively isolated tribes dwelling in the Amazon rainforest, have captivated the interest of anthropologists and ecologists for their singular social structure and profound comprehension of their surroundings. Extending across the boundary between Brazil and Venezuela, the Yanomami have upheld their age-old customs despite mounting external pressures. A noteworthy aspect of Yanomami society lies in its intricate network of alliances and exchanges. Divided into numerous subgroups, each possesses its own intricate web of affiliations and competitions. These connections endure through intricate ceremonies, including the renowned Shabono, a circular communal habitat where multiple families coexist, fostering solidarity and collaboration. Furthermore, the Yanomami are highly valued for their intricate understanding of the Amazon's ecology. Their profound knowledge encompasses the rainforest's flora, fauna, and natural rhythms, which they employ to sustain a balanced way of life. For instance, the Yanomami practice a form of rotational farming, clearing small sections of forest for cultivation and allowing the land to regenerate over time before replanting. This profound affinity with their environment has rendered the Yanomami an invaluable resource for scientists investigating the Amazon. Collaborating closely with the tribe, researchers have meticulously documented their traditional ecological wisdom, yielding insights into the intricate interplay of factors underpinning the rainforest's biodiversity. Number 5. The Night Marcher. The Night Marchers are definitely a scary tribe you don't want to meet, mainly because most people don't want to come face to face with a group of ghosts in the middle of the night. The Night Marchers form part of Hawaiian mythology, and they are supposedly the deadly ghosts of ancient Hawaiian warriors. On nights when the Hawaiian gods are honored, or nights of Kanaloa, they apparently come out of their burial sites, rise up from the ocean, and march in a group to ancient Hawaiian battle sites and sacred places. They're described as average-sized people dressed for battle, beating war drums, blowing on conch shells, and carrying clubs and spears. The myth also states that they don't touch the ground or water, and are instead suspended above the ground. They leave no evidence that they were ever there in the first place. The march begins in darkness and carries on from sunset to just before sunrise. However, they might appear during the day if they're escorting a dying family member to the spirit world. The myth also states that if any mortal looks upon them in defiance, they will die a violent death. Number 6. Matses, experts in plant medicine. Nestled deep within the Amazon rainforest, along the border of Peru and Brazil, resides the Matses or Mayuruna tribe, celebrated for their adeptness in plant-based healing. Through generations, the Matses have utilized the diverse array of medicinal flora found in their surroundings to address a wide spectrum of maladies, ranging from common afflictions like headaches and fevers to more severe conditions such as malaria and snake bites. At the heart of the Matses' medicinal heritage lies the utilization of a potent snuff called nene, derived from the bark of an exclusive tree species indigenous to their territory. Esteemed for its purported therapeutic virtues, this snuff features prominently in various rites and ceremonies aimed at enhancing both physical and spiritual well-being. Yet, the Matses' proficiency in plant medicine extends well beyond nene. They possess an extensive understanding of the medicinal attributes of numerous other plants, enabling them to concoct a diverse array of remedies and therapies. This wealth of knowledge is perpetuated through the ages, ensuring the endurance of the tribe's medicinal customs. In recent times, the Matses have confronted mounting external pressures as logging, oil exploration, and other extractive activities encroach upon their ancestral lands. In response, the tribe has endeavored to safeguard their territory and traditional way of life, forging partnerships with international entities to champion their rights and advocate for sustainable development. Number 7. Asaro Mudmen, formidable warriors of Papua New Guinea. Situated in the eastern highlands of Papua New Guinea, the Asaro tribe is celebrated for its fearsome fighters, known as the Mudmen. These renowned warriors are distinguished by their distinct appearance, adorned in intricate masks and coated in mud, instilling fear in their adversaries during tribal conflicts. The genesis of the Mudmen tradition is shrouded in myth and legend. According to a prominent narrative, the Asaro faced defeat at the hands of a rival tribe, compelling them to seek refuge in the Asaro River. Emerging from the murky depths, their bodies cloaked in clay, they struck terror into the hearts of their foes, who fled in dread. Thus, the Asaro adopted mud as a means of both concealment and psychological warfare. Crafted from clay, the Mudmen's masks feature unsettling visages designed to evoke fear. Each mask is a testament to the individual warrior's character and status within the tribe. Paired with a coating of mud applied before battle, they present a haunting spectacle. Beyond their psychological impact, the mud serves a pragmatic function, offering protection against enemy projectiles. The Asaro employ agile, guerrilla-like tactics, swiftly engaging their opponents before vanishing into the dense jungle. This retelling maintains the essence of the original narrative while providing a fresh perspective on the Asaro Mudmen and their formidable reputation as warriors. Number 8. Sami, the indigenous people of the Arctic Circle. Spanning in the northern regions of Norway, Sweden, Finland, and Russia. With a profound cultural legacy and a strong bond with their environment, the Sami have endured the Arctic tundra's harsh conditions for millennia. Central to their culture is reindeer herding, a practice passed down through generations. Following the reindeer's migratory routes across vast expanses of tundra and taiga, the Sami's nomadic lifestyle has significantly influenced their traditions, including clothing, crafts, social organization, and spirituality. Their language, with its diverse dialects, reflects their intimate connection with the land and its inhabitants. Sami art and music, rooted in their environment, express a deep connection to their homeland. From intricate wood carvings to silver and reindeer bone jewelry, their crafts capture the essence of Arctic life. The joik, a traditional form of song, narrates tales of Arctic landscapes and inhabitants. Despite facing challenges like climate change, resource exploitation, and cultural assimilation, the Sami persist. They actively advocate for their rights and cultural preservation, leading indigenous movements globally. Their resilience and adaptability underscore the importance of preserving indigenous knowledge and cultural diversity for a sustainable future. Supporting and learning from communities like the Sami is crucial in fostering equitable global progress. Number 9. Nenets, nomadic reindeer herders of the Siberian Arctic. The Nenets, also known as Samoyeds, are a Samoyedic ethnic group native to Arctic Russia, Russian far north. In the vast frozen expanses of the Siberian Arctic, the Nenets have upheld their nomadic lifestyle for centuries. Renowned for their strong bond with reindeer, which serve as their main source of sustenance, clothing, and transport across the icy terrain. The Nenets undertake one of the longest and most arduous migrations among nomadic groups, covering distances of up to 1,000 kilometers. Throughout this journey, they confront extreme weather conditions and hazardous landscapes, navigating through harsh winds and treacherous ice. Central to Nenets' culture is a profound reverence for nature and the animals that sustain them. Reindeer hold a sacred status, intertwined with Nenets' spirituality and folklore, beyond being essential for their survival. Their deep understanding of the Arctic environment, including weather patterns and animal behavior, is unmatched. Passed down through generations, this knowledge ensures their survival in one of Earth's most hostile environments. However, like many indigenous communities globally, the Nenets confront mounting challenges to their traditional lifestyle. Climate change, industrial expansion, and modernization encroach upon their territory, endangering their way of life. Despite these obstacles, the Nenets persevere in safeguarding their heritage and adapting to new circumstances, showcasing resilience and fortitude in the face of adversity. Number 10. Dard people, descendants of Alexander the Great's army. Residing in the remote, high-altitude regions along the border of northern Pakistan, western Jammu and Kashmir, and eastern Afghanistan, the Dard community has long intrigued observers with their distinct physical appearance and cultural customs. Some hypothesize that the Dard might be the progeny of soldiers from Alexander the Great's army, who settled in the area more than 2,000 years ago. The Dard are recognized for their remarkable physical traits, including light-colored eyes, fair complexion, and red or blonde hair, characteristics uncommon among neighboring populations. Alongside their unique cultural practices and oral traditions, this has led to speculation regarding potential ancient Greek or Macedonian lineage. Nevertheless, this theory remains a topic of scholarly debate. While genetic research has offered some suggestive evidence, definitive conclusions about the origins and history of the Dard people remain elusive. Irrespective of their ancestry, the Dard represent a captivating and distinct community with a cultural heritage shaped by the demanding mountainous environment they inhabit. From their vibrant traditional attire to their intricate social organization and spiritual beliefs, the Dard provide valuable insights into a way of life that has endured for generations amid one of the world's most formidable terrains. In an era of increasing globalization, the Dard serve as a poignant reminder of humanity's rich cultural tapestry and the imperative to honor and safeguard diverse traditions that define our collective identity. Number 11. Toda, a unique dairy herding culture. Situated in the Nilgiri hills of southern India, the Toda people are renowned for their distinctive dairy herding practices and singular way of life. Despite their modest population of approximately 1,500 individuals, the Toda have succeeded in safeguarding their heritage and traditions amidst the challenges posed by modernization and external influences. At the heart of Toda culture lies the tradition of herding and milking buffalo, revered as sacred creatures. The Toda's bond with their buffalo is profoundly spiritual, marked by intricate rituals and ceremonies entwined with the nurturing and milking processes. Distinctive architectural designs are another hallmark of the Toda community, with their indigenous dwellings, known as munds, characterized by elaborate thatched roofs and ornamental wooden carvings. These structures not only serve as residences, but also as vital hubs for social gatherings and religious observances. Despite their relatively small numbers and the obstacles they confront, the Toda persist in upholding a robust sense of cultural identity and pride in their exceptional way of life. As global consciousness grows regarding the importance of safeguarding indigenous cultures, the Toda stand as a testament to resilience and adaptability in the face of evolving circumstances. Number 12. AWA, Endangered Hunter-Gatherers of the Amazon. Deep within the Brazilian Amazon, the AWA people are engaged in a struggle for survival as one of the few remaining hunter-gatherer tribes globally. Their way of life, preserved for millennia, now confronts unprecedented threats from external forces. Nomadic by nature, the AWA move in small family units through the dense rainforest, sustaining themselves on a diet of wild game, fruits, and nuts. Proficient hunters, they utilize bows and arrows to capture peccaries, monkeys, and other forest creatures, boasting an extensive knowledge of the jungle's flora and its medicinal properties. Yet, recent years have witnessed mounting pressures on the Awa's ancestral territories due to illegal logging, mining, and agricultural expansion. These activities not only devastate large portions of the Awa's forest home, but also escalate conflicts with outsiders who perceive the tribe as hindrances to progress. Number 13. Tasadé, the controversial Stone Age tribe. During the early 1970s, the world was enthralled by reports of an undiscovered tribe dwelling in the remote rainforests of Mindanao, Philippines. Known as the Tasadé, they were described as a Stone Age society, living in complete isolation and maintaining an unchanged culture for millennia. Manuel Elizalde, a Philippine government official, introduced the Tasadé to the public in 1971, claiming to have discovered them. Elizalde depicted the Tasadé as cave dwellers clad in leaves, devoid of agricultural or metallurgical knowledge. Their existence sparked global fascination, drawing the attention of journalists and anthropologists eager to study this enigmatic group. Yet, skepticism arose in the subsequent years regarding the legitimacy of the Tasadé. Some researchers suggested that Elizalde fabricated the tribe, alleging that they were members of a nearby agricultural community coerced into posing as Stone Age primitives. Number 14. Chukchi, reindeer herders of Siberia. Amid the unforgiving, windswept tundra of the Chukchi Peninsula in northeastern Russia, the Chukchi people have established a distinctive lifestyle centered around reindeer herding. Through the ages, these resilient nomads have traversed the expansive, treeless terrain of the tundra, enduring harsh winters and fleeting, intense summers. The Chukchi's bond with their reindeer is reciprocal, as these animals not only provide sustenance and clothing, but also serve as a vital mode of transport and a wellspring of spiritual inspiration. Embedded within Chukchi culture is a wealth of folklore and mythology that celebrates the significance of reindeer, woven into the fabric of traditional rituals and ceremonies. Beyond their role as reindeer herders, the Chukchi demonstrate proficiency as skilled hunters and fishermen, capitalizing on the rich biodiversity of the tundra and the adjacent Arctic Ocean. Their profound understanding of the land and its resources is a legacy passed down through generations, preserved through oral tradition and hands-on experience. Yet, akin to numerous Arctic indigenous communities, the Chukchi confront formidable obstacles in contemporary times. The repercussions of climate change and the encroachment of modern civilization pose existential threats to their time-honored way of life. With escalating temperatures and erratic weather patterns, the delicate equilibrium of the tundra ecosystem is disrupted, challenging the Chukchi's ability to anticipate their reindeer herds' movements and access customary hunting and fishing grounds. Number 15. Himba, the Red Ochre people. Situated in the rugged, arid terrains of northwestern Namibia, the Himba community has embraced a lifestyle that harmonizes ancient customs with a remarkably contemporary essence. Revered for their unique aesthetic, the Himba adorn their skin and hair with a blend of red ochre, butter, and ash, creating a dramatic contrast against their uncomplicated leather garments and elaborate hairstyles. Functioning as semi-nomadic pastoralists, the Himba tend to their herds of cattle and goats amidst the sparse, rocky landscapes of the Kunena region. Their deep spiritual bond with their livestock intertwines their social and economic spheres, intricately linking their livelihoods with the welfare of their animals. Despite enduring the harsh realities of their habitat, the Himba have thrived across centuries, nurturing a vibrant culture and an intricate social framework. They are known for their distinctive red ochre body paint and intricate jewelry, as well as their deep-rooted cultural traditions and beliefs. Yet, akin to numerous indigenous communities, the Himba grapple with formidable challenges, such as the encroachment of development on their traditional grazing grounds and the pressures stemming from tourism and cultural assimilation. With that being said, here we come to the end of our video. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our interesting videos.